Worthless. Embarrass yourself. There's no hard for you.
They stand in Parliament wrapped in tailored suits and rehearsed morality, speaking about service, democracy, and the will of the people. But behind the polished speeches and staged outrage, government has become theater, a machine designed less to serve the public and more to manage perception. Modern corruption no longer looks like briefcases of cash exchanged in dark alleys. It is cleaner now, legalized. Donations become influence, lobbying becomes consultation, lies become miscommunication, failure becomes a press statement followed by another promotion. The public suffers consequences, government survives them. Look at Britain. Millions struggle to heat homes while politicians accept gifts, hospitality, private donations, and luxury perks worth staggering amounts every year. The same leaders telling ordinary people to tighten their belts somehow always land safely after scandal. Pensions intact, careers protected, reputations repaired through carefully managed interviews. Then there were the COVID years. While families said goodbye through glass screens and nurses worked under impossible conditions, billions in public money vanished into failed PPE contracts and politically connected companies. Equipment went unused, deals collapsed, taxpayer money burned away while the people responsible walked free. That is the truth at the heart of modern politics. Accountability exists mainly for ordinary people. Miss rent payments, punished. Fall behind on taxes, punished. Steal food because your family is starving, punished. But waste billions through incompetence at the highest levels. You receive a media tour and another position inside the machine. Government survives scandal because the scandals never stop long enough for outrage to fully land. Every week a new controversy. Every month another inquiry. Every year another promise to restore trust. Trust has become the product they sell after destroying it. And then there are the scandals authorities avoided confronting for years. Grooming gangs, institutional failures, police forces accused of ignoring victims, councils more afraid of reputational damage than protecting children. Again and again, the public watched institutions hesitate, delay, deflect responsibility, and speak only when exposure became unavoidable. Because the machine protects itself first. Always. Politics today feels less like leadership and more like narrative management. Parties obsess over polling data, headlines, and public image, while ordinary people drown under rising costs, collapsing services, and endless division. The media feeds the cycle because outrage is profitable. Fear is profitable. Division is profitable. Keep the public angry at each other, and they ask fewer questions about the people above them. So society fractures into endless camps, left versus right, young versus old, citizen versus immigrant, while wealth concentrates higher and higher beyond the reach of ordinary people. And still the public is told this is freedom. Every few years, citizens are invited to place a paper token into a ballot box and pretend they still control the direction of the country afterward. Governments change, faces change, slogans change, but the system remains. The same corporations win contracts, the same donors gain access, the same promises decay after elections. Meanwhile, surveillance expands, public trust collapses, living costs rise, and politicians continue speaking about sacrifice while shielding themselves from its consequences. Because deep down, government understands something terrifying. People will tolerate almost anything as long as collapse happens slowly enough. And so Britain drifts forward, exhausted, divided, overworked, and increasingly disconnected from the people supposedly leading it. A nation governed less by vision and more by public relations strategies wearing the skin of leadership. And beneath all the speeches, scandals, and televised debates, more people are beginning to suspect the truth. Corruption is not a flaw within the system. It is the system.